In the mountains of the Rif, Taghzout, which is Berber for source of abundance, consists of a dozen villages spread out along the river of the same name. This valley is home to the best woodworkers in the Rif. The workshops are to be found in the villagers' homes, and some of the artisans still work alone. The woodwork of Taghzout is famous throughout Morocco for its intricate style. Most of the artisans from Tetuan were trained in Taghzout. Here, the children learn all the ins and outs of this difficult craft, starting with drawing. The teachers come from Taghzout themselves and pass on to the children the 1001 tricks of the trade they need to know if they are to become good craftsmen. When they leave the school, most of them will initially be employed in a workshop. All inlay work begins with a design. Abdel Malik is designing a motif for the top of an octagonal table. Having divided the tabletop into a series of identical triangles, he does a freehand drawing inside one of the triangles, improvising as he goes along. Then he traces his design and transfers it to the other 7 triangles on the tracing paper. He then transfers the design to a sheet of paper that will be fixed to the wooden tabletop. Once this is done, he hands the tabletop over to Saïd. Using a hammer and a very fine burin, Saïd starts chiseling the wood by following the lines of the design. The position of his fingers on the burin tells him what depth to reach. He then inserts aluminium wire in the fine grooves and makes the surface level by gently hammering it. Meanwhile, other craftsmen are busy working on all sorts of different types of furniture, such as this divan frame. They all employ the same techniques and display the same deftness. Once this step is finished, some of the sections surrounded by aluminium wire are carefully hollowed out with the same instruments. These hollowed out sections are then filled with wood paste. Made from a mixture of sawdust and glue, this paste will keep the fine pieces of mother of pearl in place, which have been cut to the exact size of the holes. The mother of pearl is extracted from seashells. However, in traditional marqueterie, ivory and pieces of bone were also used. The hardness and solidity of ivory meant craftsmen could do much finer work. But because of the ban on the ivory trade and its scarcity, today's artisans only use mother of pearl and bone. After this step, the table is finely brushed and scraped, and all the minute holes are filled with a mastic made of sawdust. The table is then sanded before being dyed. This dye gives the mahogany the black colour so appreciated by furniture lovers today. Each piece of mother of pearl is then finely scraped in order to restore its brilliance. The contrast between the black wood and the white mother of pearl makes the table all the more resplendent. The finesse of traditional inlaid work in wood is even more evident in old boxes and caskets or in the decoration of rifle butts.